Hi, and welcome to your favorite podcast of the Temple Shalom League, the video capsule recap of your Mets. Two more weekends, and we are set to go to the playoffs, guys. I know you're looking at me wearing a hoodie, so you might think, well, playoffs? You were in May? Well, still the weather is not cooperating warm-wise, but hey, we're just 2 weekends away to go into the playoffs. So everyone is trying to pull out some sort of help to make a run to the championship. I introduced yesterday this little one who gave us a force. We were this close to get a swept. We had a heartbreak in the first game. I'll go into more details on the game's recap, but the Mets came very strong. They had the force with them, and definitely we performed pretty well this past Sunday. And speaking about performing, that was the fifth special event from the Mets. We just have one more left. We're gonna have a very special Little League day, which is TBD, as you see in the calendar. Originally, it was planned for be on May 18, but we're just working on the logistic. I'm just gonna give you a bit of a teaser here. This is gonna be one of the most memorable things that the Mets will do in this year. Hopefully, and fingers crossed, we can actually work on all the logistics. So keep an eye on when I announce the exact date and what this is gonna be all about. And talking about doing things for the kids, the upcoming interview, the one from the week 12, I'm not going to disclose the name, but we're going to have some participation of the most or the younger generations on the Shalom League. So keep an eye also on the upcoming podcast because all the kids are going to love that. For now, we'll stick with Abby. That's the one that we interview. But hey, in all fairness, Abby did phenomenal in that interview. I think you're gonna love that, especially on the lighting round, which because we did tons of research to see what does the former 2022 champion from the Grasshopper, Abby Garber, prefers to. So without further ado, let's jump into your now favorite section, the live interview. See you there.
What are
Yeah,
you talking
no,
about?
wait, we know this
You're
isn't.
gonna be famous. Oh, I'm not 40,
Shalom, baby.
I'm 47. I have 47 followers. You know, all shalom. So it's a huge reach.
48 after today.
Have you clicked the like button? No. My channel. You're part of my team, man.
He did,
You see,
no, Sabi.
you have to click the like button, right, on my channel. Subscribe. That's why I don't get to 50.
Like, and subscribe.
Exactly. It's easy. Two buttons and that's it. No, Pepe, no. All right. So okay, let's. I think we're already live. Week. I'm looking at my notes. So, week 11 of the interviews on the podcast. My only promise here, I'm gonna make it shorter than 15 minutes compared to David. but we don't know. We have Abby here. Thank you, Abby, for showing and be part of it. So I like starting the season on asking you about your expectation. I know it's a tough question because someone asked me that as well.
Yeah.
This is not the best moment to ask it, but hey, we made it to the final last year with the same record. Um, and I want to mention also he has been looking for my wisdom on how to actually make it to the final.
That's
So,
true.
but tell me, what are your expectations with the team, and what are you planning to do for the rest of the season with the A's?
The expectations is that we turn it around. I would get Lee McDonald to come in here and fire up the guys.
Okay.
No, because I'm very stubborn. I know I drafted a good team, and so I blame the coaching for us not playing well so far. And I got to figure out how to get us to play. Just each guy's got to play up to their level. And
True.
we haven't been doing that, and we're going to start doing it.
Well, but yeah, we'll have a chance with the minis, right? So,
Right. Anybody, and we've seen it. We saw it with you. We've seen it with a lot of teams. You come out of the minis, and
not a lot of teams. I mean, the good teams actually make it there. But yeah, some can make it. Yep.
right, you get on a roll.
Exactly.
That's what you have to do.
Yep. And speaking about wisdom, by the way, over here I have the guy that I asked for more wisdom on my team. That was a recommendation from Abby, so I'm stuck with him. I mean, on my team for this year and the second year actually I drafted him. So a lot of wisdom here.
For the analytics.
Other things. I used his thought mine on this lineup. It didn't work either. Putting like OBP ranking didn't work. But yep, eventually we're gonna get to a good lineup. So I know that you're using the A's because they relate color wise with the grasshopper. I mean, because we all only pick minor league teams in the spring season, but people might want to know why do you always pick the grasshopper? Or has picked the grasshopper in the past?
Well, when we first picked the grasshoppers, we liked the color scheme, which, as
So
you
it's
know, is
all
very,
color.
very important.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yep.
because my wife wants us to stand out so she doesn't have to look over all the fields. When she comes out, she can find us immediately. And then we won. And once you win,
You don't change it.
you do not change.
Yep.
So, and we get the alliteration, Garber's grasshoppers. Everybody loves that.
Sure.
It's a,
Yep.
it's a good
It's
looking,
it's a brand, right?
yeah, it's a good looking jersey too.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I discarded more orders because we couldn't win. So another thing that I like to do here is like speed round. I want to say that I did a lot of research on you. I'm
Uh-oh.
going to give you one or two options, and
Right.
you'll have to pick whatever comes to mind first. Right.
Okay.
So, what do you like most, coaching kids or coaching in Shalom?
Coaching kids. I don't mind coaching 8-year-olds. I don't like coaching 38-year-olds who act like 8-year-olds.
I have the same one. Throw out mine. Yep. Trust me, we didn't plan this one. What is the best player that you have ever drafted?
Everyone knows I love Miriam Ortega.
Stratomatic or Major League Baseball? I think I pronounced it that well, right?
Stratomatic or Major League Baseball?
Yeah. What do you like to see or watch or whatever? Do?
That's a tough one.
Thank you, researcher.
So I love them both. Stratomatic got me through COVID when we couldn't
Okay.
when we couldn't leave the house, couldn't do anything. Stratomatic baseball saved me. But no, it's a ton of fun. Look it up. If you want to join a league, we can sell you a franchise.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm going to do some research what it's all about. But yeah, maybe I'm going to sign up to those.
Uh-oh.
Adam Levine or Adam Short?
Adam Levine or Adam Shore? No
Yep.
question. Adam Shore.
Okay.
Have you heard him sing? Adam Shore's got more power.
Dr. Pepper or Gold?
Dr. Pepper.
All right.
Easy.
Ruben Sierra or ODB? I think.
Oh, Ruben Sierra, ODB McDonald. That's a tough. No, you got it. Ruben El Cabello. Yeah, he was a horse.
All right. And this one, I'm going to make a huge disclaimer. I don't know what I'm asking. I'm just being
Uh-oh.
told to ask this.
Uh-oh.
Bella Lugosi or Bella Garber?
Bella Garber is my mother. Everyone thinks their mother is the nicest person in the world. Everyone thinks their mother is great. They're all wrong. my mom is the most fantastic person ever.
Great. All right.
Bella Lugosi made a couple of good movies,
But that's it.
but Bella Garber's the top.
All right. There you go. Well, coming to the end, any final words, anything that you want to say now with the 48? Because I have a commitment that someone is going to subscribe to this channel right here. So what do you want to say to the 48 subscribers that we have? Or upcoming 48?
So, welcome to, and hope you keep enjoying the greatest league anywhere. No doubt about it. It's just a fantastic league, and it's fantastic because of people like Leah Kova who come in and they make it better, and Palooka TV,
Yep.
that behind the scenes, right?
Yep.
So this is wonderful.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, Javi.
Yeah, thank you
for
for
watching.
Good night. Like and subscribe. Hook 'em.
Fantastic interview. Very fun indeed. And I want to say that actually, Abby reached out after our interview and sent me this short email just to make a clarification on one of the speedlight round questions about who was his favorite player to draft. So, as you see, I'm tied there with Ortega. No surprise at this point. So, thank you, Avi, for acknowledging this with no pressure whatsoever. And one that doesn't need any pressure as for love is our official sponsor of this section's Tyson Shines. Tyson Shine from the best tight brother, Jackson. He says, I'll give all the love that your card deserves. So this section, the Mets, like I said, went to another split. We were extremely close to get a sweep. I know that I've been saying this for a while, but we were leading the whole game against the Expos, and it was a heartbreaker because after leading 10-5, we couldn't actually get those last outs and claim victory. We ended up going to an extra that was 2 innings of extra, so definitely put some battle, and we ended up getting the worst part of that affair, losing on a walk-off fashion. Nonetheless, congratulations to the Expos. Kreis and Edgerton managed pretty well, and they started under pressure, and they deserved that victory. And on our end, we mustered a total of 10 runs. So definitely we're getting something going from an offensive standpoint. In the past, we have been struggling a bit to recover from those type of tough losses. Not the first one that we experienced in 2025. However, in this one, maybe the break helped out, so we just cool off, and then we took the field on game two, facing the Dodgers, trying to get Ernos and split, and such we did. We ended up beating them 11-6. Everyone was turned in and just realizing, hey guys, nothing for us to lose. Let's try to play relax and do our best. Such we did, and we ended up getting actually our first sweep of the season, sweeping a team in this case, the Dodgers, because we ended up winning both fairs. The best players or the Mets superstars, those ones that clean up like the Mets did with the Dodgers, are Spencer Burns. He went 4 for 6 with a couple of runs, two doubles, and total of 5 RBIs. Alfredo Certi, he went 5 for 7 with a couple of runs, all singles, and a couple of RBIs. Barry Epstein, the new first baseman of the team, maybe. We'll see how the injuries treat us. He went 3 for 5 with a couple of singles, one run, and a couple of RBIs. I know while you're waiting, your favorite section is next. So let's jump into Mateo's room and go into the fan boy. See you there. Dallas Cowboys, Rangers, and Mets. Along with Larry McQueen, you know where I'm at, your favorite section, the fan voice. Today in a very dark Mateo's room because it continues to rain and be overcasted. But if you don't want that to happen to your house, make sure that you call Residential Glasses by Miguel Linares El Macho's official sponsor of the fan voice. Because like Miguel says, your house has to be shiny as well as the Steins and Shine, right? So we're merging here, synergies, as they call it. Today, we're going to have two questions. The first one comes from Doggy Fresh from Dallas, Texas. He says, Leo, we're going to be off next week, and such will be Mother's Day. Any plans to celebrate such a special occasion? Well, thank you for asking, Doggy Fresh. I know you're a big fan of this podcast. And I don't have necessarily something planned yet, but for sure we'll go out and have some dinner or lunch, depending on how busy the places that we like to go are in that day. But I wanted to make sure is that my wife has just a phenomenal time with Mateo and Bruno, and just make sure that she doesn't have to do much at home, as she usually do tons of work here at home, right? So nothing planned yet, but I think the most important thing is to be with family and just celebrating that special occasion. I hope you all take advantage of that upcoming off weekend. Thank you for asking. The second question comes from Ampa Seria 23 from Toronto, Canada. He says, Leo, I've been coaching myself and I watch your podcast just to get inspired. But any advices that you can give to young coaches on things that you apply when running a team? Pretty good question, Ampaseria. I know that you actually do a phenomenal job in some of the teams that you manage. What I want to say is that every team is going to be different, so you have to find that interconnection mojo, whatever you want to call it, but ultimately make sure that you lift each other up, right? Regardless of the skill sets and personalities or what have you, to me, something that is fundamental to have in a success of a team, whether you win it or not, but at least uh, develop good as a team, is to lift everyone up, right? This is not an individual sport. This is a team sport. And in all team sport, everyone is going to fail. You need to understand that that's going to happen to everyone, and you have to be there to lift them up, right? And we win as a team, we lose as a team. That will be my final message. Strategy wise, well, it all depends. And some of the secret sauces, I'm not going to reveal it until 2025 is done for sure. So with that, we're coming to an end. Like I said, off next week, celebrating Mother's Days, two more weekends, and then we're gonna go into the playoffs. And what I guarantee you that is beginning of the playoffs, and even before, if you want to have the time of your life, bring your kiddos, bring your wife, because the Mets are gonna have a fun time for all of you. So long.